Hey guys, good day! Nakapag-apply na ba kayo recently? Narinig nyo na ba yung exam na tinatawag na Versant? Bakit maraming natatakot kunin ang Versant exam at bakit maraming bumabagsak sa Versant exam? Now in this video, tatalakayin natin kung paano nga ba pumasa sa Versant. And if you like this kind of videos, please don't forget to click on the subscribe button and bell notification icon so that you can receive notifications pertaining to this kind of videos. So let's watch it. Okay, once again, good afternoon. So sa ating topic for today, we're going to discuss kung paano nga ba natin ipapasa ang Versant. Okay, but first of all, ano nga ba yung Versant? Versant is an automated exam na kadalasan ginagamit sa mga BPO or call center companies para makatanggap sila ng mga employee na maayos yung communication skills. Ano nga ba yung sinusukat sa Versant? Unang-una sinusukat dito yung comprehension, pangalawa yung ating vocabulary, and pangatlo yung ating pronunciation. So it's a very short exam. Usually it only takes 15 minutes. But that 15 minutes means eternity, lalo na sa mga taong hindi prepared dun sa assessment na ito. Okay? So just to let you know, ang Versant ay nahati sa 6 na parts. Unang-una is yung part A, which is reading. Part B, which is listen and repeat. Part C, which is answering short questions. And then part D, which is sentence builds. And part E, which is storytelling. And lastly, part F, which is open questions. Simulan natin sa part A, which is reading. In order for you to pass this exam, you need to remember 3 things. First, you need to speak loud and clear. Second, you need to be conversational. And of course, lastly, you need to listen carefully. Well, para sa akin, hindi ganun kahirap tong part ng exam. Dahil unang-una, kailangan mo lang magbasa. Siguro kung i-rate ko itong exam na ito, I would rate it 1 out of 5. And usually, they will give you a script either on a piece of paper or they'll ask you to look on your screen or monitor so that you can see the sentences. And then the IVR will ask you to read a specific number. And of course, you have to read it carefully. So based on our instructions, as you can see, we have 8 sentences. And the IVR would ask you, please read number 2. And if you read number 2, it would say, it looked as if his new neighbors are finally in. And then the IVR will ask again, please read sentence number 4. Fortunately for Charles, his new neighbors have no pets and kids. Yeah. So if you can see, napakasimple lang. The IVR will ask you to read a specific sentence. All you have to do is read it carefully. And again, in order for us to perfect the exam, we need to make sure that we're reading the sentence carefully, properly, and slowly. You need to speak loud and clear. And of course, you need to listen carefully. Kasi baka mamaya, you're not reading the right sentence that you're supposed to read. Then, babagsak ka sa exam. Yung part B naman is yung tinatawag nating listen and repeat. So dito, hinahanap yung phrase mastery and sentence structure natin. Hinahanap also dito yung fluency. And of course, pronunciation. Para sa akin, ang difficulty nito is 2 out of 5. Because minsan, mahirap intindihin yung sinasabi na IVR. Pero kailangan mo siyang i-repeat ng maayos. So, ang few examples natin, katulad ng nasa screen ay unang-una, Get some water. Let's meet again in 2 weeks. Come to my office after class if you need help. Yan. So, when the IVR says, get some water, then magkakaroon niya ng konting beep sound. Repeat what the IVR said. Get some water. So, wala kayong makikitang kahit na ano sa screen ninyo or walang script yan. Kaya, importante rito na pakinggan ninyo mabuti yung sasabihin ng IVR. Kung mapapansin ninyo, each sentence gets longer. So, kailangan ninyo mag-focus or else, mahihirapan kayong ulitin yung sinabi ni IVR. Part C naman is answering short questions or close-ended questions. So, ito yung mga common sense-based questions na tinatawag and you need to be quick when answering it. So, dito hinahanap yung ability to identify based on context, vocabulary, and pronunciation. Para sa akin, yung difficulty nito is 2 out of 5. Kasi nga, close-ended questions lang naman yung sasagutin ninyo. So, few examples of the questions are, what is frozen water called? How many months are in a year and a half? Does a tree usually have more trunks or branches? So, so question number 1, of course, the answer is ice. Question number 2, the answer is 18 because in a year there's 12 months and in half a year there's 6 months. So 12 plus 6, 18. And then question number 3, ang sagot dyan is of course branches. So you don't really need to repeat the question. You can just simply say the answer outright. So eyes, 18, or branches. Part D naman is yung sentence builds. So dito makikinig ka sa IVR, bibigyan ka nila ng sets of words and you have to arrange it logically. Kumbaga kailangan tama yung sentence mo. Ang hinahanap dito is of course yung pronunciation, sentence mastery, and vocabulary. So para sa akin, ang difficulty nito is 4 out of 5. Lalo na kung medyo hindi ka ready dahil mahirap construct ng sentences, especially kung hindi mo siya nakikita. So, some of the examples are on our screen. Yeah. You can see it says there in, bed, and then stay. So you have to rearrange that, stay in bed. Yeah. And then second, she didn't notice the book who took. Yeah. So she didn't notice who took the book. And then last, we wondered would fit in here whether the new piano. So we wondered whether the new piano would fit in here. And katulad nung nauna, as you can see, as habang tumatagal siya, humahaba yung sentence. So we have to make sure na we're paying attention. Okay. Part E naman yung tinatawag na storytelling. So dito, uulitin mo yung story on your own words. So ang hinahanap dito is yung fluency, pronunciation, sentence mastery, ability to listen and understand, and of course, vocabulary. So, once the story is told, meron kang 30 seconds to respond. And for me, ang difficulty nito is 5 out of 5. Eto, medyo mahirap na to. Lalo na kung hindi ka sanay nag-uulit ng story on your own words. So just a simple tip, note the sequence on your head, tell as much as you can about the story, and of course, you have to arrange it as character, setting, goal, and ending para hindi kayo nahihirapan. So example, 3 girls were walking along the edge of a stream when they saw a small bird with its feet buried in the mud. One of the girls approached it, but the small bird flew away. The girl ended up with her own feet covered with mud. Yan yung maririnig ninyo sa IVR. So, paano mo ngayon uulitin yan? Para sa akin, I would do it this way. There were 3 girls walking and then they saw a bird with its feet buried in the mud, and one of the girls approached it, but unfortunately the bird flew away, and the girl ended up with her own feet covered with mud. Yan. Kaya lang kasimple. Take note, you have 30 seconds to respond, so you have to be very, very careful. And of course, the last is yung our part F. These are the open questions. You need to answer it in 15 to 40 seconds. But for me, you need to really stretch your answer for up to 30 seconds para mas ma-rate ng maayos yung sagot mo. Ang hinahanap rito is yung fluency, ability to explain, pronunciation, intonation, and sentence mastery. So para sa akin, ang difficulty nito is also 5 out of 5. Kasi medyo mahirap na to lalo na sa mga bago. So two of the examples are on our screen. As you can see, it says there, do you think television has had a positive or negative effect on family life? Please explain. Do you like playing more individual or in team sports? Please explain. So you have to remember when you're answering the questions, you need to avoid dead air. Second, you need to focus on the exam. So lalo na kung medyo maingay yung paligid, make sure that you're focused. And then you have to manage your pace. So wag masyadong mabilis. Kumbaga, bagalan lang ninyo, lalo na kung hinahabol ninyo yung 15 to 40 seconds. Wag naman sobrang bagal, medyo mas mabagal lang sa normal na pagsasalita ninyo. And of course, avoid fillers. Okay? And overall, isa sa mga tip na mabibigay ko sa inyo in order for you to pass the Versant exam is always be prepared. So if you're watching this, definitely you're now preparing for your Versant exam, and I really hope that you pass it. And if you like more of this kind of videos, again, don't forget to click on the subscribe icon. And if you want to get notification kung ano yung mga bago nating videos, usually I'm posting at least 1 or 2 videos every week. Just click on the bell notification icon. So hanggang sa muli, see you on our next training and have a wonderful week.